The starting point of cultivation often comes with the most brutal sacrifices. At the beginning of this episode, Han Li stands on a distant hillside, silently gazing at the festive scene in the village, decorated with lanterns and banners. Amidst the resounding drums and gongs, his younger sister's bridal sedan chair gradually departs amidst laughter and joy. Han Li never reveals himself. He merely stands in the wind, quietly watching that touch of red completely disappear at the edge of his vision. As the lively sounds gradually fade, the bustling village returns to tranquility. Only then does Han Li slowly walk down the hillside. Alone, step by step, he enters the old house that holds countless memories of his childhood. The house is empty, with not a soul inside. Sunlight filters through the window lattices, casting slanting beams onto the slightly faded wooden table and worn-out bed. Looking at these familiar yet estranged furnishings, countless memories instantly rush into his heart. The laughter of the past seems to still echo in his ears, but now, he has entered the cultivation world, and his family has gone their separate ways, a true poignant reminder that things remain but people have changed. Standing in the room for a long time, Han Li touches the rough tabletop. He knows it is time to draw a full stop to this past mortal life. Slowly, he takes out the items from his robe and places them solemnly on the table, one by one. First are the mysterious medicinal pills that can extend mortal life and keep illnesses at bay. Next are all the financial savings he has accumulated during his years wandering the world. And finally, the heaviest piece of all, is a slightly faded red knotted rope bracelet. This red rope was hand-woven and given to him by his younger sister years ago. Over the years, it accompanied Han Li through countless life and death boundaries, silently protecting him and turning danger into safety every single time. Now that his sister is married and her brother is about to venture into the perilous and unknown depths of the cultivation world, Han Li leaves this red rope filled with memories on the table, returning it to her as the ultimate protective amulet. He does not seek wealth or glory for her. He only hopes this touch of red can protect her on his behalf, bringing his sister a lifetime of peace and safety. Leaving behind these final bonds, Han Li withdraws his lingering gaze, turns around, and walks out of the house without looking back. As the wind sweeps across the ridge, it carries away the last trace of the boy's innocence. The immortal path ahead is long and arduous. They may never meet again. From this moment on, the ordinary village boy is entirely left in the past. All that remains is the cultivator who seeks only eternity, Han Li. Walking out of the old house, Han Li gently closes the heavy wooden door, as if closing the chapter on the first half of his life. Taking a deep breath, he forcefully suppresses the last trace of lingering affection in his eyes. As he slowly walks out of the village entrance, he is greeted by his traveling companion on this immortal journey, who has been waiting patiently in the distance, Wan Xiaoshan. In fact, Han Li had already befriended this warm-hearted young cultivator on his way home. Learning that Han Li needed to return to his village to sever his mortal ties, Wan Xiaoshan showed a level of consideration far beyond his years. Instead of rashly following him into the village and disturbing them, he chose to wait quietly at the crossroads outside, giving Han Li ample time and space to say his goodbyes. Seeing Han Li walk out with absolute resolve, Wan Xiaoshan asked no questions, offering only an understanding smile. The two youths officially set off shoulder to shoulder toward the true destination of this trip, Tainan Mountain. Along the way, the mountain path is long and arduous. During this quiet journey, Wan Xiaoshan, who hails from a cultivation clan and is highly knowledgeable, acts as an informative guide, endlessly explaining the fundamental knowledge of the cultivation world to the inexperienced Han Li. It is precisely through Wan Xiaoshan's narration that a grand yet incredibly brutal world slowly begins to unveil itself before Han Li's eyes. This is by no means a warm and gentle paradise, but a jungle that exemplifies the law of the dog-eat-dog world to the extreme. It turns out that in this brutal world, low-level cultivators who lack powerful backgrounds or affiliations with prestigious sects are collectively known as rogue cultivators. Rogue cultivators have no one to rely on and lack inheritance, making every single step of their cultivation incredibly difficult. In stark contrast to them are the high and mighty 7 major cultivation sects of youth. These 7 sects are like unshakable monolithic giants, strictly monopolizing the top-tier cultivation resources within the entire state of Yu. Wan Shaoshan counts them off as if charting familiar territory: the most powerful Masking Moon sect, the deeply anchored Huangfeng Valley, as well as Spirit Beast Mountain, Clear Void sect, Saber Transformation Dog, Heavenly Jewel sect, and Giant Sword sect. From massive natural spiritual veins down to cultivation techniques and pills, every resource that can make one stronger is completely pocketed by these 7 sections. For a rogue cultivator to cross social strata and join them is as difficult as ascending to heaven. Wan Xiaoshan's words give the cautious Han Li his first clear and sobering realization of the cruel hierarchy in the cultivation world. As they speak, their pace gradually slows down, and a magnificent canyon, Tainan Valley, finally presents itself before their eyes. Looking from afar, the entire canyon is highly unusually shrouded in thick, perpetual mist year-round, exuding an air of deep mystery. Ordinary winds cannot disperse it, and even sunlight cannot pierce through. Wan Shaoshan explains with a smile that this is no natural phenomenon, but a minor formation laid down by cultivators to avoid being disturbed by the mortal world. The primary purpose of this illusory formation is to obscure mortal sight. Ordinary mortals coming here would only find the mountain paths confusing, circling around only to end up back where they started, completely unable to glimpse the traces of cultivators. This immortal method of turning the mundane into the miraculous leaves Han Li in quiet awe, allowing him to feel the massive gulf between mortals and immortals even more deeply. What mortals view as a divine miracle is merely a basic formation to a cultivator. As Wan Shaoshan forms a hand seal and parts the mist, Han Li follows closely behind, officially crossing the final boundary that separates the immortal from the mortal. Passing through that thick layer of fog, the view ahead instantly opens up. The silence of the valley is gone, replaced instead by a deafening roar of bustle. This place is precisely the trading gala prepared specifically for low-level cultivators, the Tainan Small Meat. As far as the eye can see, countless rogue cultivators just like them have gathered here. Both sides of the streets are lined with bizarre stalls, selling spirit herbs, strange stones, talismans, and all kinds of basic magical tools that could never be found in the mortal realm. The chaotic crowd and the dazzling array of items leave Han Li, who has never seen such a grand spectacle, deeply shocked. However, he quickly and firmly suppresses the wonder in his eyes, because his intuition tells him that beneath this bustling, seemingly fair market, dangerous undercurrents are similarly surging, filled with unknown perils. After stepping into Tainan Valley side by side, Han Li and Wan Shaoshan arrive together at the extraordinarily bustling Tainan Small Meat Market. Facing a cultivation spectacle never to be seen in the mortal realm, the two casually stroll among the noisy stalls while curiously observing their surroundings. However, the peace is quickly shattered by a sudden, brief interlude. Walking ahead, Wan Shaoshan is completely off guard, and the coin purse he carries is instantly snatched away by a quick-handed thief. Anyone else might not have noticed this at all, but Han Li is exceptionally alert. Exercising top-tier secular martial arts, he hides his capabilities and uses extremely swift techniques to silently steal the purse right back. Immediately after, 2 rogue cultivators watching the spectacle step out from the crowd, ruthlessly mocking the thief. Wu Jiuji, you didn't even realize your own purse was stolen? It turns out these 3 are a group: the Taoist priest Qing Wan, the cultivator Hu Ping, and the deflated thief Wu Jiuji. Seeing Han Li's impressive skills, these 3 rogue cultivators proactively step forward to strike up a conversation, enthusiastically inviting Han Li and Wan Shaoshan to travel with them. However, Han Li's highly vigilant rogue cultivator heart instantly goes on guard. He knows well that the cultivation world is full of deception, and a chance meeting often hides a plot. Thus, he finds an excuse to politely decline their invitation, bids farewell to Wan Shaoshan, and chooses to wander slowly into the depths of the market alone. During his solitary stroll, Han Li stops in front of an inconspicuous small stall. His gaze is firmly drawn to a yellowed manual. This turns out to be the complete Eternal Spring Art manual. Only at this moment does he confirm that what Master Amo taught him back then was merely an incomplete remnant. However, when the stall owner quotes a price of 2 spirit stones, Han Li's heart sinks slightly. One must know that at this moment, he doesn't have the shadow of half a spirit stone on him. But he doesn't panic. With a slight smile, he pulls out the medicinal pills for cultivating foundational essence that he refined with his own hands. The stall owner takes a sniff, and his eyes instantly light up, nodding repeatedly to agree to the barter. This scene directly highlights Han Li's incredibly heaven-defying alchemy skills. With the boost of the mysterious small green bottle, precious pills are like ordinary candy in his hands, becoming his strongest privilege in the cultivation world. After smoothly trading for the manual, Han Li continues his solo walk. Not long after, in front of a young girl's stall, he sets his sights on a magic treasure fragment pulsing with mysterious fluctuations. But just as he is about to inquire, an interloper cuts in. The arrogant cultivator from Huangfeng Valley, Lu Yunfeng, rudely shoves his way inside, attempting a forced trade with just a single, ordinary pill. Seeing this situation, Han Li has no intention of humoring him. He once again showcases his solid confidence as a major pill holder, decisively stepping forward to intercept the trade, directly offering 2 bottles of precious Jinsui pills to complete the deal, successfully pocketing the treasure. This causes senior brother Lu to instantly lose face. Enraged out of humiliation, he stops Han Li on the spot, his entire body erupting with a terrifying spiritual pressure as he prepares to attack. At this critical moment, senior brother Lu's fellow romantic confidant, Chen Xiaoqian, catches him just in time, reminding him that their sect's official business is more important. Han Li, who deeply understands the way of laying low whenever possible, also takes the opportunity to proactively back down, perfectly avoiding a lethal situation through his immense forbearance and tact. After successfully intercepting the magic treasure fragment from senior brother Lu, Han Li does not linger in the bustling market center. Instead, he immediately withdraws and walks briskly toward a secluded corner of the streets. When no one is around, he takes a deep breath and pulls out the mysterious small green bottle that never leaves his side. Next, a magical scene unfolds. As Han Li carefully places the newly purchased magic treasure fragment onto the small green bottle, the fragment, as if sensing some ancient power, emits a faint glow and then actually becomes invisible on the spot. This scene sends a shock through Han Li's heart, making him more certain than ever that this fragment is by no means ordinary. To avoid drawing attention, Han Li calms his excitement, tightens his clothes once again, and firmly conceals this cloaked treasure within his innermost garments. Just as Han Li is about to leave the secluded corner, the young girl who sold the magic treasure suddenly chases after him from behind, urgently calling out his name. Han Li's heart tightens as he instinctively goes on guard. However, the young girl, running out of breath, isn't here to cause trouble. She proactively quotes a price, proposing that if Han Li is willing to pay another 2 bottles of pills, she will sell him this precious monster beast brush in her hand, and will additionally throw in a talisman encyclopedia as a bonus. Hearing this, Han Li instantly calculates in his mind, exchanging 2 bottles of self-refined pills for a fine magical tool brush and an entire talisman manual rare in the cultivation world. This deal is an absolute steal. Thus, he nods in agreement and readily pulls out 2 bottles of pills to complete this purchase. After unexpectedly acquiring the talisman manual, Han Li notices the sky is getting late, so he concludes his solitary market stroll. He turns around to head back and meet up with Wan Shaoshan and the 3 newly acquainted rogue cultivators. But just as he silently slips through the shadows, preparing to draw near them, the sound of a lowered voice secret conversation drifts into his sharp ears. Han Li pauses his steps, instantly restrains his aura, and quietly listens from the dark. It turns out that Wan Shaoshan and the 3 rogue cultivators are lamenting the brutal reality of the cultivation world with faces full of resentment. They mention that the high and mighty 7 major sects have tightly grasped all the foundation establishment pills, which allow low-level cultivators to break through boundaries, firmly in their own hands. If an ordinary rogue cultivator has no background, they cannot touch them at all, let alone enter a sect across social strata, unless they happen to possess a legendary, extremely rare, and special token that allows a sect to make an exception for exam-free admission, the Ascension Order. Hearing the words token and Ascension Order, Han Li's heart fiercely skips a beat in his hiding place. His thoughts are instantly pulled back to that thrilling battle of the Wolf Gang in the secular world. He suddenly associates it with the strange iron token at the deepest part of his bundle, the one looted as a trophy after killing the short, stout monk Golden Light. Could the spiritual runes faintly circulating on it be the exact gateway key to exchanging for a Foundation establishment pill that these rogue cultivators dream of? This accidental eavesdropping allows Han Li to completely find his future path to breaking the deadlock.